Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how problems seem to feel 10 times bigger at night? It's like your mind decides to take all the worries and doubts you've been shoving aside during the day and turn them into giants the second the lights go off. Make no mistake, this is a natural part of being human. But what if I told you there's a way to regain control and find peace even in the dead of night? The truth is, it all starts with how you handle that restlessness. Stick with me, and I'll show you exactly how to turn those sleepless hours into moments of healing and release. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now let's begin. Picture this. You wake up in the dead of night and your eyes snap open, blinking against the darkness. The clock catches your attention as your gaze falls on the harsh glowing digits, 3:17 a.m. The moment you see it, a wave of dread crashes over you like a sudden storm. You've been here before, haven't you? This terrifying, all too familiar place where the clock becomes your worst enemy. Your mind starts spinning, racing through thoughts that feel more like a roller coaster than anything resembling calm. Okay, if I fall asleep right now, maybe I'll still get 3 hours of sleep. No, wait, now it's down to 2.5. Oh God, now it's down to 1 hour, you think. Your heart beating faster, your thoughts tangled in a web of panic. Every time you try to close your eyes and slip back into dreamland, it seems like sleep is running farther away from you, taunting you with its elusive nature. Does this scenario sound familiar? You're not alone. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. is more common than you realize, and the good news is that it's not a sign that your world is falling apart. But here's the harsh truth that nobody tells you. Panicking about it or trying to force yourself back to sleep is the absolute worst thing you can do. I know it feels like you're drowning in frustration and helplessness, but forcing sleep is like running a marathon while wearing weights. You're only setting yourself up for failure. It's like trying to herd cats while balancing on a unicycle. Impossible and maddening. When you're lying there practically begging your brain to shut off, you're unintentionally setting the stage for your body's natural stress response. The more you plead with yourself to sleep, the more your nervous system rebels against you. The floodgates open and cortisol, your stress hormone, pours into your system like a tidal wave. It's nature's alarm clock signaling to your body, nope, we're awake now. Deal with it. And let me tell you, nothing good comes from that. Suddenly, your entire system shifts into overdrive. You feel like you're more wired than you were the moment you first opened your eyes. Your mind is whirling, your heart is pounding, and you're left wondering why you can't just relax. The irony is thick. By desperately fighting sleep, you're pushing it further away. But here's the truth I've learned. It's not about fighting it. It's about surrendering to the moment, embracing your body's rhythm, and trusting that sleep will find you when it's ready. So the next time you wake up in the dead of night, instead of succumbing to that spiral of panic, let's take a different approach. First, stop lying there in defeat. Don't just toss and turn in your misery. Gently sit up. No need to throw yourself out of bed like a mad person. This small, deliberate movement sends a message to your brain that you're not just wallowing in frustration. It tells your body, I'm in control here. Take a deep breath. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Deeply, intentionally. Hold for a moment and then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this a few times, slowly and deliberately. Trust me, this is a cheat code for your nervous system. Deep, rhythmic breathing activates your parasympathetic response, the body's natural rest and digest mode that counteracts the storm of cortisol running through your veins. You'll feel it. Your shoulders begin to loosen and your heartbeat starts to settle. It's not magic, it's biology. Your body is designed to calm itself down when you treat it with care and attention. It's about helping your nervous system reset and allowing your body to slip back into its natural rhythm. Now take a moment to check in with yourself. What woke you up? Is your pillow as flat as an old pancake? Are your sheets twisted so tightly around your legs that they feel like a boa constrictor? Is the room too warm or too cold? These seemingly small discomforts can be the very reason you're awake without you even realizing it. So don't just lie there stewing in discomfort. Take action. Fix the problem. Fluff the pillow, untangle the sheets, and adjust the thermostat. Science says the ideal sleep temperature is somewhere between 60 and 67 DEF. It's a small tweak, but it could be the difference between restless tossing and blissful rest. Maybe a glass of water would help too. Hydration is a silent killer when it comes to sleep. It creeps in without you noticing, and suddenly you're feeling restless, irritable, and wide awake. The key here is this: don't just endure it. Take control. Don't let your environment hold you hostage. Make those small changes that can help you reclaim your peace. Every tiny adjustment you make is a step toward getting back on track. And here's something fascinating. Those hours between 3 and 5 a.m. aren't just the enemy. They have a bit of a mystical reputation. Ever heard of the witching hour or the hour of the wolf? Folklore aside, these quiet pre-dawn hours have been a source of creativity and insight for some of history's most brilliant minds. Leonardo da Vinci, the genius who saw the world in a completely different light, didn't just tolerate his frequent wake-ups. He leaned into them. He famously napped in short bursts around the clock, claiming it fueled his boundless creativity. Nikola Tesla, the visionary inventor who changed the world, famously slept only a couple of hours a night, often using the early hours of the morning to dream up inventions. Think about it. Those quiet hours, when the world is still, and your mind is in that hazy, half-awake state, could be a goldmine for ideas. Instead of forcing yourself to sleep, try something different. Keep a notebook and pen next to your bed. No need for fancy gadgets or apps, just something to scribble your thoughts on. You'd be amazed at how many times those sleepy, half-formed thoughts turn into brilliant ideas by morning. A random thought, a solution to a problem, a creative spark. Write it down before it slips away. And if writing isn't your thing, don't reach for your phone. I know it's tempting, but the blue light from your screen is a cortisol trigger. The endless scrolling through TikTok or news feeds is a trap. Instead, take a minute to picture a calm scene, a beach at sunrise, a quiet forest, or anything that brings you peace. Or, if your mind is racing, get out of bed for a minute. Stretch your arms, roll your shoulders, and reset your body. Move, but don't stress. Let go of the urgency to sleep. Accept that you're awake, not as a failure, but as an opportunity. Sleep will come when it's ready. It's not about forcing the curtain down, it's about setting the stage for the magic to happen. So the next time you wake up at 3 a.m. and you feel that familiar panic creeping in, take a deep breath, adjust your environment, and explore the moment. Those quiet hours could surprise you. They don't have to be your enemy unless you make them one. So if you're still with me and you're finding this helpful, comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend it. It's the best way to stay connected and never miss out on valuable insights that can truly help you. Thank you for your support. Together, we can continue creating content that empowers and inspires. Before you rush to the kitchen, practically tearing down the door to gulp down water straight from the tap, let's take a moment to talk about strategy. Hydrating in the middle of the night isn't just about downing a glass of water. It's about doing it thoughtfully. If you get this part right, you might turn that groggy, miserable wake-up call into a smoother, almost effortless slide back into a peaceful slumber. First off, don't grab the ice-cold water. I get it. You're hot, frazzled, and need something to cool you down fast. But listen to me. Chugging that water straight from the fridge is like dousing a fire with gasoline. Your body's craving rest, and throwing cold water into the mix is like slapping your system awake in the middle of a dream. It causes your stomach to tense, your heart to race, and before you know it, you're wide awake. You've just defeated the whole purpose of trying to fall back asleep. Instead, go for room temperature water, or better yet, something slightly warm. Trust me, it's so much kinder to your body. It's the equivalent of being wrapped in a soft, warm blanket as opposed to being jolted out of bed. Room temperature water flows in smoothly, sending no alarm signals to your brain, so it doesn't disrupt your relaxed state. Keep a small bottle or glass right next to your bed, ready to go. Nothing fancy, just something you can sip on without having to turn it into an elaborate midnight mission. Simple, easy, efficient. Now let's take it to the next level. Sure, plain water is fine, but here's the thing. Your body needs more than just H2O at this hour. While you were asleep, your body was quietly shedding essential minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Those unsung heroes that help your muscles stay calm and your nerves steady. Ever wake up with a vague headache or feel that weird, wired but tired sensation? That's your body screaming for electrolytes. Try this little trick. Add a tiny pinch of high-quality sea salt, think Celtic or Himalayan, to your water. And I mean tiny. Just a few grains, not enough to make a saltwater gargle. This subtle mineral boost restores balance without overloading your kidneys and makes a huge difference in calming you down. If salt's not your thing, or you simply don't want to mess with it, try adding a quick splash of lemon juice. It's not just for flavor, it's like giving your digestive system a little nudge to get back on track. Lemon offers a splash of potassium, which your body's been missing, and helps with digestion, especially since it tends to slow down overnight. A few sips of lemon water can ease that anxious feeling in your gut and reset your body, all while keeping you calm. But wait, if you're dealing with anxiety or that anxious loop where your brain decides 4 a.m. is the perfect time to relive every embarrassing conversation you've ever had, here's a game-changing move. Keep a thermos of chamomile tea next to your bed. Brew it before you hit the pillow. Nothing too strong, just a gentle steep. Chamomile isn't just some sleepy time old wives' tale. It contains a compound that binds to your brain's receptors, helping you let go of stress and anxiety. The warmth of the tea soothes your throat. The subtle floral taste distracts you from that nagging worry, and before you know it, you're drifting back into restful sleep instead of spiraling into overthinking. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. And here's the real magic. Chamomile hydrates your body without flooding your bladder, so you don't have to worry about running to the bathroom every hour. It's gentle, it's comforting, it's effective. When you combine a soothing, hydrating tea with the act of relaxing, you're laying the groundwork for much-needed rest. Why does this matter, you ask? Because dehydration isn't just about feeling thirsty. It messes with your whole system. When your fluid levels dip, your heart works harder, your temperature regulation gets thrown off, and your muscles start throwing temper tantrums. These subtle underlying issues may wake you up without you even realizing why. It's like your body is trying to send out a distress signal, but the culprit is dehydration, and we're often too quick to ignore it. A little hydrating ritual done right is like giving your body that little push it needs to get back on track. Think of it like topping off your car's oil mid-drive. It's not about drowning the engine, just giving it the right care it deserves to keep running smoothly. So the next time you wake up parched, restless, or both, don't just blindly chug water and pray for sleep. Sip something warm, add a mineral boost, or rely on chamomile's calming vibes. It's a tiny ritual, but it can transform that blurry-eyed stumble into a moment of clarity and calm. Your body, your mind, and your sleep will thank you. And then let's talk about those moments when you wake up feeling like your whole world is heavy. Why does everything seem so overwhelming in the middle of the night? The mind loves to amplify problems when the world around you is still, quiet, and dark. So what do you do when you wake up with that weight pressing down on your chest and your thoughts are racing? Don't just lie there, allowing those emotions to fester like an open wound. Take a moment, sit up a little bit, don't rush into anything. Grab a pillow and prop it behind you for support, and just ask yourself, what's going on? What am I carrying around that I can't seem to let go of? Don't judge the thoughts, just let them come. Maybe it's a specific worry, like a looming deadline or an unresolved conversation. Or maybe it's just an aching, nameless sadness you haven't had the time to process. It doesn't matter. Grab a notebook from your nightstand. If you don't have one there, now's the time to start. And write down whatever comes to your mind. Don't censor yourself. Let it spill out. I'm frustrated with work. I miss how things used to be. Why am I awake? These don't need to be perfect sentences. They just need to get out of your head. It's not about solving everything in the middle of the night. This is not a miracle fix, and you're certainly not going to come up with the meaning of life at 4 a.m. But what you are doing is unloading the weight that's keeping you up. You're making space in your mind, and science backs this up big time. Writing things down has been shown to reduce stress and anxiety, and it helps your brain compartmentalize its emotions. It's like handing your overactive brain a file folder rather than letting it juggle everything at once. A study from the University of Rochester found that writing for just 15 minutes can significantly reduce anxiety and improve your sleep over time. Even scribbling down a few quick lines in the dark can signal to your nervous system that it's okay to let go. Now add this. Take 5 slow, intentional breaths. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4, hold it for just a second, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. With every breath out, imagine the stress, the frustration, and the anxiety melting away like steam rising off a hot cup of tea. While you're breathing, say to yourself, I release this for now. It's a little ritual, but it's a powerful one. You're not pretending that your problems don't exist. You're simply permitting yourself to put them down for a moment. Think of it like bookmarking a heavy chapter in a book. You can always return to it later, but for now, the story can wait. This process isn't about fixing everything at once. You're not a superhero, and you don't have the mental clarity for that in the middle of the night. But you can choose to listen to your body's signals, and you can help your brain let go of its worries. By doing this, you're setting yourself up for a deeper, more restful sleep. And that's the best thing you can do for your emotional well-being right now. If you're still here and find these tips helpful, let me know by commenting number 2 below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you won't miss any of our future videos. Your support helps us keep creating content that can truly make a difference in your life. Thank you for being here with us. Let's keep moving forward. Next time the clock flashes 3 something and your heart starts racing, instead of sinking deeper into that cycle of frustration, try this. You're going to be amazed at how much lighter you'll feel as you drift back to sleep. The clock is mocking you, that unblinking glow taunting you like an enemy you just can't beat. You've been there before, right? Tossing, turning, tangled in sheets like a sailor caught in a storm. The frustration builds, each second slipping away as the weight of the moment grows heavier. Every time you try to settle, the more your body rebels. Your neck is stiff, your legs twitch, and your mind loops over the same thought, why can't I just sleep? It's an all too familiar scene, I'm sure. But here's the trap. Lying there, glued to your bed, stewing in that restless funk only makes things worse. You've probably been stuck in that cycle for at least 15 minutes before your body starts screaming for a reset. Not a full-on gym session, mind you, but a gentle nudge to shake off the tension and regain your calm. It's simple and it might feel like cheating, but this 1-minute sleep reboot can truly change your game. First, let go of the idea that you have to stay flat and motionless. Lying still when your body's already buzzing is like trying to trap water in your hands. It just doesn't work. So slowly sit up. No dramatic movements. Just prop yourself up against the headboard or swing your legs over the side of the bed. Start with your neck because, let's face it, it's probably stiff from hours of awkward pillow wrestling. Slowly roll it. Drop your chin to your chest and gently ease it to the right, letting your ear move toward your shoulder. Breathe into it, then roll to the left. Do this a few times, nice and slow. You'll feel the tightness in your shoulders start to melt away. Those muscles have been holding tension like they're preparing for a fight, but now you're telling them the battle's over. Next, let's focus on those shoulders. Chances are they've crept up toward your ears, hoarding stress like it's their job. Lift them high, imagining you're reaching for the ceiling, then drop them down with a soft exhale. Do this 3 or 4 times, pairing each lift with a deep breath in and release on the exhale. This is your body's reset button, releasing all the tension that's been building up along your back. You might even hear a little crack or pop. Don't be alarmed. It's just your body thanking you for finally paying attention. Now, let's get some blood moving. Scoot to the edge of the bed if you're not already there and try a seated forward fold. Don't try to turn it into a yoga session. Just fold forward at the hips, letting your hands slide toward your knees or the floor. Hang there for a few seconds. Don't force it, just let it stretch your spine out gently. Think of it as giving your body a chance to sigh. This movement helps boost circulation that may have slowed down while you were horizontal, and it eases the stiff feeling in your lower back. While you're down there, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and feel your rib cage expand. This sends a calm message to your nervous system. We're good, no need for panic. And then let's shake off that restlessness. 1 leg at a time, just lift it, lightly shaking it out as if you were flicking water off your foot after a swim. 10 seconds per leg is enough, just enough to release the twitchy feelings in your calves or thighs. It sounds silly, but trust me, it works. Restless legs are a sleep killer, and this simple movement helps trick them into settling down. Keep this gentle flow going with slow, steady breathing. 4 counts in, 6 counts out. This helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the chill-out crew that will counteract the adrenaline that's been keeping you awake. You'll start to feel your body responding to this steady rhythm, easing into a more peaceful state. Now, if you're still feeling those cold hands or feet, that's another clue your circulation's lagging, and it's a sneaky saboteur of sleep. Your body struggles to relax when your extremities are cold, so give them a quick fix. Rub your hands together like you're starting a fire, then cup them over your feet if they're cold too. The friction will warm them up quickly, sending a signal to your brain that it's safe to rest. This isn't just a feel-good trick. Studies show that warm hands and feet correlate with faster sleep onset because your body's core temperature naturally drops when it's time to sleep, and warm extremities help that process along. And if you're still with me and these insights are clicking for you, I'd love to hear it. Comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend doing so and turning on the bell so you never miss valuable content like this. Your support means the world and helps us continue to create meaningful content to inspire and inform you. Now, let's keep moving forward. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Finally, let's talk about calming your brain with sound. It's 3:58 a.m. and suddenly your mind has decided now's the perfect time for a mental sprint. Thoughts are ricocheting off the walls. Did you lock the door? What's that meeting tomorrow? Why did I say that dumb thing last year? Every attempt to quiet them just cranks the volume higher, and you feel like you're trapped in a hamster wheel of overthinking. Sound familiar? Trying to force your brain to relax when it's racing like this is like telling a hyperactive toddler to sit still after a sugar high. But here's a secret weapon you can wield right from your nightstand: sound. The right kind of audio has the power to rein in your runaway brain and guide it back to calm, no willpower required. Forget scrolling through your phone. That's a dopamine spike waiting to happen, and it only keeps your mind running. Let's explore 3 sound options that'll have you drifting back to sleep faster than you can say insomnia. First up, pink noise. You've probably heard of white noise, like the static hum of a TV left on a dead channel. But pink noise, it's the soothing, more sleep-friendly cousin. Imagine the sound of gentle rain, the soft rustling of wind through trees, or the rhythmic crash of ocean waves. Unlike white noise, which hits all frequencies at once, pink noise dials down the higher-pitched sounds, wrapping you in a deeper, more relaxing sound blanket. The beauty of pink noise is that it syncs with your brainwaves, guiding them to the slower rhythms of deep sleep. Studies show it even improves memory the next day. So grab a small speaker or a downloaded track, set it low, just enough to hear without jolting you, and let the calming sound of rain or ocean waves wash over you, guiding your mind back to a place of peace. Not into pink noise? No worries. Try a short, guided sleep meditation instead, just 5 to 10 minutes. Picture a calm voice leading you through deep breathing or a gentle body scan, starting with your toes and working its way up to your head. It's like a bedtime story for grown-ups, and it works because it gives your mind something to focus on that's boring enough to quiet it but peaceful enough to guide you back to relaxation. No need for fancy apps. There are plenty of free ones on YouTube or podcasts. Just make sure there are no sudden ads or jarring intros. The key is the voice. Soft, steady, with no sudden shifts that might pull you out of your rhythm. Or if you're a word nerd, try a monotone audiobook. Nothing exciting, just something low energy, like a collection of essays or a dry lecture on history or nature. The trick is that steady, repetitive voice. It's not about following every word, it's about lulling your brain with a gentle, monotonous rhythm. I once fell asleep listening to a lecture on the life cycle of moss. Didn't even like plants, but it worked. Keep it queued up with a sleep timer so it doesn't run all night, and adjust the volume so it's barely there. Why does this work? Because your brain craves patterns. When it's racing, it's like a car stuck in high gear. The right sound lowers it to neutral, then to reverse, helping you ease into rest. And the best part? Studies back this up. Consistent low-level audio like pink noise or a calming meditation reduces arousal in the nervous system and can help you fall asleep faster. So, next time your brain decides it's time for a mental marathon at 4 a.m., skip the doom scroll and opt for sound. Pink noise, rain sounds, a soothing meditation, or a boring audiobook. They're all tools to reset your mind and body for the sleep you deserve. There you have it, 5 powerful steps to transform those frustrating 3 a.m. wake-ups into moments of peace, health, and even self-discovery. What's one thing you've learned from this video? Maybe it's sipping warm water with lemon, trying that gentle stretch, or journaling your thoughts to calm your emotions. Let me know what you're excited to bring into your life by dropping a comment below. I can't wait to hear about your experiences. And there you have it, 5 simple but powerful steps to transform those restless 3 a.m. wake-ups into peaceful moments of calm, health, and self-care. I hope these tips help you reconnect with your body and mind so you can wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from this video so far? Maybe it's sipping warm water with lemon, trying a gentle stretch, or journaling your thoughts to clear your mind. Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below and let me know how you plan to bring it into your daily life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us keep creating content to inspire, inform, and help you live a better, more peaceful life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.